premier private finance company specializing in first trust deals. Please visit our website at www.battleborg.
Bro, I forgot to end the broadcast from last time.
912-0118.
Okay,
For more information on double-digit returns and
are you subscribed to the channel?
real estate. That's
To this channel? The UNLV student broadcasting one?
for your real estate investment needs. Go Reds!
Transformative for our student athletes.
As a student athlete, this is where we learn what it means to compete. Revenue gives us the resources to achieve every day.
Your support creates an atmosphere of teamwork on the field and beyond.
With Rebels Up, we have the facilities to reach our full potential.
Every time we step on the field, we represent our community. Thank you for believing in us.
Together, we're building a culture of excellence. Rebel Up allows us to attract and retain top talent.
The legacy of Runnin Rebel basketball drives us, but your support ensures that the student athletes have a great chance to succeed.
We're developing strong leaders on and off the court, and we can't do it without your investment.
Every bit of support helps elevate our program and helps us reach the goals.
Join us. Keep the momentum going. Let's Rebel Up.
Slide City, Slide City.
Fans of Mountain West and UNLV are committed to the idea of good sportsmanship, safety, and fair play. We ask all persons to please show respect to the opposing team and each other before, during, and after tonight's contest. Persons throwing objects or participating in other acts in conflict with good sportsmanship, safety, and fair play are subject to ejection and prosecution.
Oh, is this mine?
Mountain West and UNLV, with zero tolerance for hate speech. Anyone participating in such speech will be removed from the facility. Your cooperation, as always, is greatly appreciated.
What's going down, guys? Girl JB, it's the place to be. We want to welcome you back here to Thomas and Mack Center for our holiday game. We've got some fans here tonight. It's the Fresno State Bulldogs, but they're taking on your Runnin Rebels. We need all the people in the place tonight to make sure you are loud and proud for our boys. And just so you know, if those Bulldogs miss 2 free throws in a row, you know what it is. You're going home with free tater tots on behalf of our friends at Parkway Tavern. That's right. All you got to do is visit any of their 7 locations, show your ticket, and get those free tater tots. That's right. We want tots. And Parkway Tavern are proud sponsors of UNLV Athletics. Now, fans, make sure you get those cell phones out and scan the QR code on the video board. Our friends at Richard Harris want you on the live cam. We want you all about this game. We want to see how much fun you're having. So get those phones out, scan the QR code. It's game time. Let's go.
You know what, Jeremiah? I'm gonna do it. Hold on. Watch this. So then we could create TikToks.
6-7. The score here is 6-7,
bro. Bro, I can't even. Should we do this? Hold on. Low key? Hold on, Jeremiah, let me cook. Hold on. Let me cook. Chat, let me cook. Hold on. No. Can we move the table this way? Okay. Okay, perfect. Kinda, okay. All right. Wait, no, I don't have my adapter. Frick. I need, it was a specific USB-C adapter that goes into my phone. Frick, bro. I forgot I didn't have my adapter. It has to be, I think, the specific one, too. It does? Well, that's okay. Look, hold on. Well, will this pair? I don't even know, bro. Whatever, we'll just go with
Southwest Conference play is here, and it's time to roll out that red carpet, presented by Finley Toyota. Make some noise, welcome your team.
And just the same thing, we'll go after the national anthem. Little fit. Commonwealth fit.
Oh, I tagged you.
Oh, you did? Did you? Oh, okay.
Audio's on.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, it's not. Oh, yeah, it is.
Tonight's starting lineups. Introducing first the Disney Bulldogs.
Right like us Las Vegas are pointed right here at Thomas in the back in the City. It's UNLV Rebel basketball.
A 6'7" forward from Scottsdale, Arizona.
First game in conference play. You got the players that are returning.
A 6'1" guard of Las Vegas, Nevada,
Unfortunately, lost to Tennessee State.
a 7'7" from Fresno, 16.
After not making the tournament for years, they are, I believe,
And a 6'6" forward from Kimberville, California, number 35.
100%. When we get Miles Shea back, we're going to be a dangerous team. We're already a great team. We're going to be more dangerous. We're going to be a great team to beat. But we also just have to play together, play as a squad. You know, we've seen the Runnin Rebels. We've seen players come back from injury one by one, and players go out one by one as well. But whenever we all play as a group, whether they're out, whether they're playing or not, we got to play, we got to win. First game of Mountain West Conference play. Let's run it. Let's get to it. This is the time. This is when it most matters. It's going to be an amazing game here at the Thomas and Mack. Yeah, 4 and 6. Yep. 100%. I agree. Josh Pestner's right. We do need to be more. We need to play more as a team. But conference play is when it really matters. We played plenty tough and intense games with non-conference play, right? Those games were just to build us up for conference play, build players up, build our momentum as a team. Because, like we know, sorry, the fireworks are going off. I can't even hear myself think. But as we know, the Runnin Rebels, they haven't. All these players are new. They haven't played as a team. So these games before conference play were just to get us to grow together as a team and get that momentum and chemistry that we need for our conference play. Yep. Yeah.
Around 22.
Yeah.
This guy is an absolute dog.
Oh, that guy right there, Tyron Jones, he's a beast for this team. And, you know, he's just a dog for this team. And I like how you were mentioning Emmanuel Stephan on whenever he came back, because he had 22 points, but he also was killing it on the rebound side as well. As he had 11 rebounds, I'm pretty sure. A double-double in your first game back with 20 points that's not something regular. That's not something we see on a daily basis. This game is going to be great. I cannot wait. I love conference play.
Yeah, the conference play is where you either find out if it's good or it's going to be look at the next season.
Yep.
18 points from Emmanuel Stephan. So, Jeremiah, what are the keys for UNLV?
Yeah, well, for the keys for UNLV, you know, we have to contain Jake Hybrider. You know, he's the #1 point guard for this Fresno team. You know, he's averaging 18.5, 18 and a half. You know, we have to contain him, and then we need our defensive pressures to be strong. Our defense needs to be strong and effective, and we need every single player to go on sparks and spurts.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, speaking of that, the keys for Fresno State are strong. They're ranking 24th nationally. A low percentage from the yard will be a major advantage in this game. And then control the tempo. UNLV loves to force fouls, build to commit fouls students. So that signals an aggressive style of play. So if they force UNLV to take difficult shots and limit fast-break opportunities, they'll be fine.
Yeah, 100%, I agree. But I want to talk about the fans here tonight, Whit. You know, the fans here are deep. There's a lot of fans here for Mountain West Conference play today, and this is just great environment. I'm just ready for this game.
This is the most packed I've seen the match in a while. It's going to be a great one. Stephan gets up to the corner. To Hamilton, trying to get in the corner for Drake. Gets Longhorn, but gets tipped away. And we will retain possession for the Rebels.
Yeah, I want to speak. This is our first time seeing Jacob Bernarby start this season. Yeah, he has not started this season. Number 10, Jacob Bernarby. I think that's going to be, let's see how he rolls with that.
And the three balls for Junior up the assistant. We want to see a lot more of those.
Oh, 100%. Because hey, we were calling the Lady Rebels game earlier. Those threes were flying. We need the Running Rebels threes to fly just as much. That's what helped the Lady Rebels win that game. But also, Running Rebels just need to run.
Fast can't hit that one. Now Tyron Jones getting the start here. Bernarby goes off his foot. And that's going to be Fresno State basketball.
Yeah, that's one of those turnovers that we have to just let it go. One play, let the go of that play. You know, it's part of the game. Turnovers are part of the game. We just have to limit them. One turnover this whole half will be great. Probably won't happen realistically, but if we keep the turnovers low, that gives us higher percentage to score and a higher percentage of winning this game.
Absolutely. Now fast, working on Hamilton.
Yeah.
Medicine. Now Dre. Oh, gets it to Bernarby. Bernarby back to Hamilton. All the way to the corner for Fleming. back to Dre. Long range three. I'm so hyped up to call this game. This first conference play game. Oh my gosh. It's going to be great.
Yo, this game is going to be back and forth. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be one play, next play. 1-0, 1-0. The players just have to let go of one bad mistake, one bad play, and just get to the next play because that's how this game is going to run. It's going to be a fast tempo plays game, and I think it's going to be high scoring. What do you think?
I mean, with that fast three, who just responded to the ULV three, already 6-3 with only 2 minutes left to go, or 2 minutes gone in this game. That deep three from Dre, that's a momentum shifter.
Oh, 100%. You know, and that's another thing. You know, Dre's having an amazing season. You know, Dre's averaging he's averaging 16 right now. But his impact for this squad and this team for the Runnin Rebels has just been amazing. You know, he's shooting from the 3-point line 16 for 59. That's not the best, but it's above 200. And that's rare for like players in the nowadays. And you know, he's a leading scorer, but he's also just a team leader for this squad in general.
Bernardi can't hit the first, hits that second one, makes this a 4-point lead.
Yeah, I want to talk a little bit about Fresno's team. You know, we have a guy coming out here. His name is Zayon Collins. He's actually a graduate from Bishop Gorman High School out here in Las Vegas, and he actually committed to UNLV, got in some troubles, and then he had to go to JUCO last season, and now he is currently here at Fresno.
Zayon Collins, speaking of that,
Yeah.
scores Luke layup on the left side. Now Tyron Jones working around there to get it to Dre. Bernardi stands at the top, all alone, guarded by Fast. Longhorn, all alone in the corner. Bingo!
That was a beautiful play. I like how Bernardi stayed on the top of the key, and he let the play run. He let players run from in the paint, out of the paint, and the Runnin Rebels just played as a team right there. They let the time, and they played as a squad as they had ball movement, and that's how they got the wide open three in the corner for Dre.
Fast sets the screen. It's knocked away by Tyron. And Josh loves that one. Tyron knocked away and still drove on the floor. Gets helped by Josh there. He's going to get some rallying points.
Yeah, 100%. And you know, earlier we were calling, but that's the hustle that coaches look for. That's the hustle that these NBA scouts are going to be looking for. A hustling player, a hustling guy is what will get you to the next level and get you more minutes.
Collins with the bump, gets a man in the air, tries to draw the foul, no good. And rebound by Tyron Jones, but he loses the ball. It is blocked away by Tyron. Let me get that young fella.
Man, Tyron Jones he's an impact for this team. And we got to remember, he's a true freshman.
Yeah.
True freshman.
Play in Utah, but spent his former years in actually Las Vegas. And so I would say he's a hometown kid.
Oh, 100%. You know, and the only reason he left was because of prep school. And you know, that's how high school is nowadays. He played 3 seasons out here at a high school in Vegas. I don't remember which high school. Do you remember?
I do not.
But I know he played 3 seasons out here, went prep school out there. But he's still a true freshman. He's a Vegas local native.
Collins with a little pass there to Gorey, and Gorey just draws the foul there. You know, this has been a kind of a problem with UNLV is fouling too early. What do you think? What do you think Josh is telling them in the huddle? Like, hey, stay aggressive, but smart fouls.
Yeah, 100%. Because we've seen it since the preseason game. We've seen the Runnin Rebels. Get in a lot of foul trouble. We've seen some of our best players get fouled out in clutch moments in tough games. But I think Josh Pastner, every time we listen to him and hear from Josh, he just says we gotta obtain fouling and keep it less. So I think he just keeps reminding the players, the men, that they just can't make stupid and silly fouls.
Gorey goes 2 for 2 from the line, makes this a 3-point game in favor of UNLV. Now Dre working on Collins. He's doubled. Dre gets out to Tyron at the logo. Tyron with a full head of steam. Gets it to Bernardi in the corner. Bernardi calling out the play. Jones, the mismatch. And that's good. Jones down Main Street. in blood.
That's a good drive right there. That was executed perfectly. And I don't even think that was a player thrown up. That was just the players having IQ. IQ is really beautiful.
And this is the value of Jacob Bernardi. He tells the young freshman, hey, go right here, and I'll pass him the ball. Sets it up perfectly. Bernardi showing a little bit of his coaching skill right there.
Yeah. Well, Bernardi was here last season. He redshirted. But, as a returner, this is still like, it's home. This is home for him. Been here for 2 seasons, so he's helping and using that older experience he has. Whenever he was on the bench last season because of his red shirt, he used that coaching skills that he learned to help the younger one.
Dre gives Lawhorn, can't hit, and here come the Bulldogs for 3 in the corner. Can't hit. Rebound Bernardi. Now Jones just scored on the possession to go. Telling Kamani Hamilton to go over there, waves him off. Now Bernardi. Set up the play.
Nice. Oh! Hey, that was beautiful. And I like how they're running Rebels when they get the ball on the top of the key, how they're setting the play up. They're moving their fingers and telling them where to go, telling where Dre gives Longhorn. They're getting him off the ball. Him not controlling the ball is really a factor for this team because watching film, you're like, oh, I have to obtain Dre. But no, they're not letting that. They're letting Tyron Jones cook, leading him to get scores, and it's working. Keep it working, coach.
I'm sure he will. Be in timeout after the personal foul on right after this. Back here in the TNM, UNLV has the lead by 5 with just over 14 minutes to go. A little good pass there. And can't hit. Tyron Jones, Kamani Hamilton. Oh!
On his head! I don't know what just happened there, but all I know is, why would you jump with him? Why would you jump in general? Why would you jump on that? You know what I mean? Like,
Fleming gets the steal. And it will be Runnin Rebels basketball. Josh calling out a play. Dre gets it to Fleming for 3. No good. Jones with the rebound. Puts it back. Good.
oh my gosh. I want to say the Running Rebels are playing Running Rebel basketball. This is the type of basketball we've heard Coach Pastner wanted to see. He emphasized this is Running Rebel basketball whenever they were doing the suicides and all this running, and that's why they're doing transition is so smooth and quick for them.
Well, let's see. Haas for three. That's an air ball. Here comes the Rebels. Fleming, Longhorn. Oh, top of the key for three.
Oh my! Oh! This is UNLV basketball! This is our year! No, but I do want to say this is great basketball. And I really want to emphasize our bench hasn't even came in. We have some dangerous people on the bench that could come and help us as well. We have Nas Cunningham, Walter Brown, who's been playing good basketball. We have Isaac, who still hasn't got in. This team has people on the bench. Emmanuel Stephan hasn't even got in the game. We have players on the bench, and this is Running Rebel basketball. This is great, beautiful basketball right now. And 9-0 run. 9-0 run right now. This is beautiful. As a coach, as a fan right now, this is how you bring more fans out to basketball games. Yeah.
People we've seen in the Thompson match, and I think partially due to Pastors put so much on conference play. Like, okay, hey, you know, we have a tough loss against Alabama, Rutgers, Tennessee State. He said, you know, all that matters to me right now is that we focus on the next game at hand and we focus on conference play. And there's Dre clapping his hands knowing they have all the momentum right now.
Yeah, we just can't lose that spark. You know, keep that momentum and keep that spark. Don't let it go down. Don't let one play ruin that spark.
You gotta keep patient right here. Can't let your aggressiveness get to you. And a good layup by Heidbreder.
Yeah, you know, layups are going to happen, and that's their number one scorer, Jake Heidbreder. You know, he's their number one scorer right now, and UNLV just has to contain him. Don't let him get hot. Don't let him warm up too much, because that could really switch this game quick like that.
Basketball is a game of runs. Hamilton now in the right corner. Gets it to Fleming. Fleming working on Heidbreder. Back to Hamilton. Hamilton. Fleming. Corner three. Yes!
Oh!
Coming with the assist.
Yes.
With the three.
You know, I just love Coach Passler's face right now. Coach Passler's just sitting there. He's calm. He's loving the energy.
Chase that block for Tyron Jones.
Tyron Jones is a true, he's a beast.
Another three, 27-11.
This is insane. This is crazy.
You can feel the energy in the building. It's almost like you could go out and touch it. Heidbreder for three. That's not going to go.
Yeah, this is outrageous.
Fresno State basketball, but we're going to go to a timeout break. And what have you seen from UNLV that you didn't see like in previous games?
You know what I've seen I've seen UNLV basketball that Coach Passler has been saying this is UNLV basketball. You know, we hear Coach Passler every time. He talks about small things, this and that, taking advantage of the runs, taking advantage of not fouling, taking advantage of this and that. And the Running Rebels are actually taking advantage, and they're winning because they're taking advantage. They're getting all those open shots. They're moving the ball. They're communicating. They're getting stops on defense. We have like 4 blocks. This is just great. This is just great. Great basketball. And this is just what UNLV basketball should be. This is what UNLV basketball is, what I expected it to be.
Well, let's hope we can sustain this. 27-11, 11-27 left to go. UNLV has the lead, but can they keep it? Come back to find out. out for Christmas. That tells you all what you need about this fan base. How does this fan base, how does UNLV get to this point and maybe even stay here?
Well, I mean, this fan base is just loud. It's super loud in here. Me and you can barely hear each other. We can't hear ourselves think sometimes because of the way the Running Rebels are playing. And, you know, it all starts with defense, and defense has been tremendously great.
Speaking of defense, Emmanuel Stephan just got the block right there, so it'll be Running Rebels basketball going the other way. They're on a 15-2 run.
Oh.
And a little mistake there for the Rebels. You know, Heidbreder will take it all for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I really want to say I like what Coach Pastor's doing with this squad he has in right now. He has, in the back, he has Emmanuel Stephan, Tyron Jones, and Kamani Hamilton. Those are 3 bigs who get blocks and just are huge for this team with Isaac and Howie Fleming Jr. So this 5 right here is just amazing. I like this squad.
Yeah, but when you give up so many chances like that was their 3rd chance. You know, Tyron Jones can put his hands up as much as he wants. He has multiple blocks in this game already, but when you can just get 3 chances, it's the same with the Lady Rebels. They just let up too many second chance points.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. That's true. That did hurt them if the Lady Rebels, if they didn't make as much 3-pointers, that definitely would hurt them. Running Rebels just can't let that happen to them.
Come on, Hamilton misses that one. 1 second left to go. Howie Fleming can't hit from the left wing.
Yeah, that would have made Howie 3 for 4 from 3 today. And then Gibbs Longhorn is 3 for 3 already.
Call Destiny Leo the way he's 3 for 4.
I don't know. Something about these teams and what they ate before the games today. Or maybe it's just the energy in the MAC or in the arena today, as maybe the rodeo just left some horse juice. I don't know what it is, but
some horseshoes, okay.
Well, I don't know. You know, it's just, this isn't UNLV basketball. Between the Lady Rebels and the Running Rebels, 3-pointers are just falling like it's Lucky Charms.
Tyron Jones gets fouled in the act of shooting, so he will go to the line. As Dre Gibbs, Lawhorn, and Walter Brown are set to check in. So everybody but Tyron Jones looks to be coming out of this game. Or everyone except Emmanuel Stephan and Tyron Jones, excuse me.
No.
And so, I mean, Dre Gibbs, Lawhorn, what can you say about him personally? He's not a true point guard with Miles Shea out, and with Isaac Williamson only being a freshman. What can you say about him?
You know, I could say about Dre is he's a leader. You know, he stepped up to whatever role Pastner gave him and whatever role he needed to step up to do and whatever he needed to be. You know, Dre is just a great player. But whenever he does have to play the point guard position and he gets those, whenever he can run around without the ball, you have to chase him. He reminds me of a 2017 Klay Thompson before he got injured. Whenever Klay Thompson was all around the court and as soon as he was open, he got the rock, it was automatic 3-pointer. And that's how Dre has been playing, as he's 3 for 3 right now. And he's 4 for 4 from 3-point line. And he's 4 for 4 off of catch and shoot off of a screen or something like that.
Tyron Jones goes for 2 for 2, then gets subbed out for Nas Cunningham. So kind of a new look for Pastner and the Rebs.
You know, I really like what Pastner's doing though. He's making all these transitions to find the right squad. You know what I mean? He's trying to find the perfect team that could start the game and the perfect squad that I could take off the bench to give my team that spark and hold the momentum before I have to give my starters a break.
Emmanuel Stephan gets hot jumping there. Fortunately, Walter Brown was there to send that shot into the 4th row, but Emmanuel Stephan will commit that foul. So the Bulldogs will go to the line to try to make this a closer game. Misses that one.
Oh, if he misses one more, we get free tots.
I know the fans want the free tater tots.
Look at them over there, man. Oh, I can hear it in the stadium.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't want free tater tots?
I mean, I'll go get me some tater tots.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Get their tater tots, and UNLV gets another chance to extend this lead.
Free tots in the first half. You know, every time we get free tots, it usually happens in the second half, later in the game. This is the first half we get free tots.
Isaac Williamson will be called for that offensive foul. A little too aggressive.
You know, I like how you said Isaac Williamson aggressiveness because I want to point that out. Isaac is a great defender for this team and a great point guard as well, but he brings the aggressiveness to this squad, and he brings that power, the strength for this team. And he's not even like 6'5". He's not that tall compared to the rest of them, but he still shows like it's all about his heart. He has the heart that he wants to go out there and play.
Stephen picks up his second foul. And here's a time where, hey, we had a fast start. We need to lock back in, tighten the screws a little, get that Phillips head, and keep turning right because we need a lockdown right now, and we need a momentum score right here to get our guys back on track.
Yeah, we definitely need something to give us a little momentum because it's looking like Fresno is trying to take that away from us, and the way it's looking right now, they're definitely on that way. You know, he hasn't scored in the last 3 minutes, so.
Misses that one. Oh, I believe that was Walter Brown going to get called for the offensive foul. Fresno State's one for Emmanuel Stephen picks up his third personal. Just 2 more until he fouls out, and he's going to probably be sitting the rest of this half.
Yeah, I mean, 3 fouls in 4 minutes, that's just not something that you need. That's not something you want, and that's something that just messes up your game as a player. That just messes up your head. That messes up with how you want to play when you get back in the game. That's just something that it's just not the best decision.
No. I mean, especially because you've seen this team struggle without a big man, and now they're going to have to play the next 8 minutes, and wouldn't be surprised if Fresno State went on a run here and closed this lead. Brother, as I go on that rant, takes the ball to the cup and won.
Yeah, I mean, that was a beautiful drive from Jake. Yeah, Hybrider. That was a beautiful drive in general. You know, you got to respect the game when it's right there. I think it's just the Runnin' Rebels are just fouling. They're fouling too much. They're leaving the ball on Fresno's scoring side for way too long. The ball hasn't been on our side of the court in way too long. We need to go out there and get a bucket.
Yeah, no field goals in the last 3:30 and counting. So Drake Gibbs, Longhorn, and the Runnin' Rebels need to cook something up here. Cunningham, left wing 3, not gonna go.
You know, that's a good shot though from Cunningham. I mean, it was open. It was right there.
Fresno State's just closed this lead to just 9 after another 3. So momentum swinging to Fresno State side. This game is a game of runs, and we see that so far.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, this game is just back and forth, back and forth. The Runnin' Rebels need to just slow down. On offensive side, they need to slow down, set up a play. But then on the defensive side, they need to slow down Fresno State.
We'll be back right after this, as fans can now enjoy their free tater tots courtesy of Parkway Tavern. 7:56 left to go here in the first half. Whitaker Columbus and Jeremiah Stillman on the call. It's been an eventful day. First, the Lady Rebels won in fashion, and now we have the Running Rebels up to a pretty big lead so far. But Fresno State's trying to close that, and Jake Heidbreder is the main reason that's happening.
Yeah, Fresno is just taking advantage of every mistake that the Running Rebels are doing. As we just saw, the Running Rebels turn it over ASAP as soon as they came out of the timeout.
And Fresno State is going to be called for the offensive foul. Wilson Chad.
Yeah, Tyron Jones, he just needs to relax. You know, he's still a freshman, so this atmosphere right now is probably a little overwhelming for him. He's probably never played in a stadium like this with this much fans. And he's having such a big game, the moment might just be too much. As he had that turnover earlier, he just needs to relax, calm down, just play his game and block everybody else out.
Jacob Benarby can't hit, and that's no field goals for UNLV in the last 4 minutes of the game. Tyron Jones lucky not to get a foul called on him there.
Yeah, I mean,
Bulldogs will reset.
yeah.
There we go.
6-0 run for the Fresno Bulldogs. That's just not right. That's just not how it should be.
They got to get back to what they were doing in the first half, playing running Rebel basketball. And here comes Jones, tipped away. Howie Fleming recovers. Now working on Heidbreder. Foul on the floor.
Yeah, but that's a strong, powerful drive from Fleming Jr. I mean, he saw the paint open. You see 4 Bulldogs in the paint. You go in there, try to score. You're gonna get fouled, or you're gonna make the shot. One or the other. Maybe you miss. At least you show that you're being aggressive and you're not scared to go in the paint, in the trenches, as we call it.
Yeah, absolutely. Loudhorn on the right wing. Hamilton, right corner 3. That's not going to go, and Rebels can't find a rebound or a bucket right now.
Yeah.
Scoring drought. 0 in the last 3 minutes and counting.
Oh, that was a bit of an elbow I saw.
Yeah, Benarby took an elbow to the chest. Reminds me of the Jake Paul fight that we saw yesterday. Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua. And Dre gives Longhorn, not saying Wolf.
Oh, wow.
And he just gets pickpocketed, and on the other end, Tyron Jones just needs to let him score that. I know he wants to get the chase down the block, but...
Yeah, 100%. When you see somebody going on there, you just let them score.
Yeah.
That's just one of those plays where you don't want to get yourself in foul trouble, but you also don't want to put them in a bonus. So just let them get the 2 points, go about your day. Now you just have to go down there and score yourself.
And now Fresno State is in the bonus with UNLV having 8 fouls. We have 3. UNLV has 3 turnovers in the last 3 minutes and 14 seconds. Zayden Collins at the line.
Yeah.
Hits the first.
Oh, he only had 1, so that's an and 1 bucket.
Oh, okay. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
sir.
That's right. You're right.
Pass the ball in.
Bonus talk got me thinking like, oh, hey, it's probably 2. I don't know what I'm talking about.
No, you're good, partner.
All right. Dre gives Lawhorn to Williamson. Back to Fleming. Fleming's standing at the half-court stripe. Gets it to Benarby on the right wing. Benarby gets it to Fleming. He has 8. Moving to his left. Euro step. Lawhorn. Right corner. Gets a man up here. Step back 3. Not going to go.
Yeah.
Can't buy a bucket right now.
No, we got to relax. Running Rebels need to calm down. Fresno's taking advantage of their run and the momentum they have right now, and they're going straight down the court, and they're going to score.
And just like that, this lead was at, I think, 20 at one point.
Yep.
And now Fresno State's within 1, and that's going to happen every time you don't score for 4 minutes.
Yeah, this is just... I think if we don't score here, we might need a little timeout or something.
Tyron Jones gets fouled there, so he will go to the line. 2 for 2 in his last attempt. So let's see what he can do here. We have 0 points in the last 4:15, and that goes back to not having your center in there, Emmanuel Stephan, not getting those second chance rebounds, and 2, not having your starting point guard, Miles Shea.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, somebody just has to come off the bench and step up. You know, we had the momentum to start the game. We just need to relax and remember that this is conference play. This game really matters. You know, this isn't one of those games where we could just give up the lead because the Running Rebels do that a lot. They just give up their lead, and that's why they've lost a couple of games. They can't let this happen again.
It always seems the theme with them is, wow, this is a really good first half, and then they kind of, okay, this is okay second half, and okay, this is not the half I saw. This is not the same team I saw in the first half.
Exactly. It's a new team every 5 minutes for the Running Rebels, and that's one of their flaws, I think. You know, their flaw is how they don't they all play differently they play differently at different times because it's not, you can't lock in a minute. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And 2 for 2 for Jones. From the line, makes this a 3-point game. But the Bulldogs looking to close that gap. Collins, left corner 3, that's not gonna go. And Fast, the center, misses that one. Longhorn with a 3 of his own, can't hit.
Yeah, we gotta relax. That was kind of a rush 3 to me. I saw it as a rush 3. They could have stopped and wait their options. Longhorn should have just wait his options, like I said, and just let the game come to him.
Collins working to his left, all the way in the corner. Fast, right wing 3, yes! Or Highbrider, excuse me, not Fast. But no field goals for the Rebels in 7 minutes. Fresno State's on a 17-2 run. Those two points coming off of Tyron Jones' free throws. And it's who can score? Nobody
Yeah,
can score for 8 minutes. They have not scored a point other than from the free throw line since the 12-minute mark, and we're at the 4-minute mark.
Yeah, that's just bad. That's not Running Rebel basketball. And you know, earlier we were saying this is Running Rebel basketball. This is the Running Rebel basketball that we've been wanting. This is Running Rebel basketball that we've been waiting for. This is what we're used to now.
Yeah, I think this is what we're used to as students of the team or as students of the university, and I think this is what we're used to as fans of the team.
Yep, 100%, bro. I agree.
Going down in the middle of the lane, getting down one up and in.
Yeah, that's a good drive though. I like that drive from Dre. You know, he really went in there, a little up and under, just to get a bucket. Little momentum spark. We need to stop, get another momentum start. We just need sparks right now.
Hamilton battling down. Jones with a steal.
Wow.
Everyone's slipping around trying to go for the ball.
Yeah, I don't know what is going on right now. That's aggressive and powerful, but I don't know what just happened.
Tyron Jones got a hand on the ball, and I don't think he was fast enough to get it. And then here comes Kamani Hamilton sliding in.
Yeah.
Collins can't hit. Rebound. And one.
Fouls. We cannot keep fouling. Fouling is what hurts us.
Let's see what they can do. We'll be back right after this. UNLV is currently tied with Fresno State, having the lead in the first couple minutes of the game, almost by 20, I believe. However, no points in the last 8 minutes, or no field goals in the last 8 minutes, other than the Drake Gibbs Lawhorn layup.
Yeah, I mean, I think they did have the lead at 20. I know you said they might have had it at 20. I think they did have it at 20, maybe even 21. And that's just something that you can't do. You can't let up. You know, once you're up, you can't relax and calm down. That's when you need to really push it more, because that gives Fresno an advantage. They're like, oh, they're letting up. That's our turn to have our spike, our spark. That's just an issue that we can't keep letting happen as Running Rebels.
Yeah, I mean, it seems time and time again that these guys, you know, I think we were down, 3 against Alabama, one of the top teams in the country. And instead of, you know, pushing that, hey, we're an unranked team going against the number, 10 team in the nation, they instead just tried to foul. And, of course, they may have been a little out of their pay grade. But even when they're not ranked opponents like Tennessee State or all these teams, it just seems like they kind of let up.
Yeah, that's just, it's like these small things, small issues is what hurts the Running Rebels.
And Fresno State takes their first lead of the game, 36-35, with just under 2 minutes left to go. Williamson calling out plays. Now moving to his right. Gets it to Walter Brown in the right corner. Brown trying to work in the post. Gets it to Williamson.
Yeah.
Go.
Walter. Yeah, Walter Brown should have passed it earlier or took that first shot. But, you know, we've seen Walter Brown have good games, but we also seen him have bad games, and that's one of his problems. He's too inconsistent. And that's the team as a whole. They're all too inconsistent. I think there's only about 2 or 3 players on the Running Rebels team that isn't inconsistent. They're consistent constantly.
Yeah, I mean, and good block by Tyler Jones right there, but gets called for the foul.
You know, that's a late call. You know, we're already coming down the court and they call that foul. That's not something that you should be able to call, you know. That's one of those plays where you might have to challenge it. Never mind. Never mind. I saw it.
It's just a tough watch. You're up 21. You have the most fans you've had in a while inside of the Thomas and Mack, and now you're losing.
Yep.
And you have 10 fouls.
This isn't how you bring fans to more games, though. This isn't how fans want to keep coming out. You know, if they kept the 20 momentum, then fans would be like, okay, Running Rebels might be good this season. They're good this year. Let's keep it. Let's go. But whenever you give up a 20-point lead, that just makes you as a fan want to just be like, okay, never mind.
A 20-point lead at home, you know, and Pastor's trying. Well, I'll give him that. He's trying very hard. Him and his staff are very nice and nothing but accommodating to students like us and to fans. You know, Pastor literally gives out his email. So we'll see. I mean, it's just the execution on the floor is not on par with what these fans are used to.
Not at all.
And they're not used to a lot, if I'm going to be honest.
No, exactly. That's true, you know. But, you know, I see a lot of kids, like a lot of younger ones, who just want to watch some good basketball. And, you know, as a parent, you're like, okay, I'm going to take my kid just because they love the game and just to bring them to basketball. Because we don't have basketball in Vegas, you know. So this is the highest form of basketball for Vegas. So, you know, little things like that, though, to keep bringing them out is just what I feel like Pastner, I feel like that's what the Running Rebels are lacking in. Not Pastner, I'm sorry.
I mean, I think you're exactly right, partner. It's the little things that keep, you know, the engagement with the community is really important, and I think they understand that. But, I mean, you don't exactly, kids don't want to engage if their team is not exactly on par with the standards of the program, I should say. I mean,
exactly. No.
It's hard. It's a hard watch.
It is. It really is. And I also want to emphasize that, Fresno is looking for this win.
Yeah.
They want to start conference play, but they're also on a 3-game losing streak. He's only on a 1-game losing streak, but it's still morals. You're on a 3-game losing streak, and then you lose your first game of conference play. That just makes it even worse. And as a player, that's just how you take yourself down.
At the 3, and then just streaks in there, down Main Street, up and in.
Yeah, Tyron Jones is so lengthy. He jumped from pretty far to make that layup, and his length really is what helped him get there.
Seconds, step back, 3. That's, I don't know if that's going to count.
Wow.
They said it's good on the cast. They said it was good.
Yeah.
So, a late game 3 by Douglas gets Tyron Jones up in the air. So this is just a momentum shifter right now. UNLV has to have a strong start to the first half or strong start to the second half if they want to not retain these fans, but just put a morale of this team.
Yeah. No, 100%. I agree. They need to definitely come out strong, but if they come out strong, they need to keep it. If they come out strong and powerful and make that lead, they need to keep that lead and keep that momentum going the whole second half. And if they're not going to do that, then I don't know. They're going to have problems going with finishing this game, but with the whole conference as a whole.
I think we said it at 8 minutes. Emmanuel Steffen went out with his third personal foul, and I said, hey, we're probably not going to see him for the rest of the first half. And we didn't. And so I don't know if you're Josh Pastor, do you bring him back too late? Because he said, I don't like to save guys on fouls. If they have 4 fouls, I'm going to play them if I think they could contribute to us winning.
Yeah, and I think that's what he has to do because he is the spark that'll help them win this game. So I don't think you can sit him that long. Honestly, he didn't start the game. Kamani Hamilton did. So just let Kamani get his 5 minutes and then bring in Steffen. Just let Steffen come in after they got their momentum a little bit. But if it's going the opposite way as how they started last quarter or last half, then you make that switch quick.
Because the second half of basketball is coming your way here on Runnin Sports Network. who was joined by my partner, Jeremiah Skillman. It's been an entertaining one, to say the least. The Rebels went on an early run to have the lead, but then Fresno State came knocking. Jeremiah, what did you see from the West and the Rebels?
You know, I saw Fresno State really take advantage of UNLV's flaws and take advantage of every turnover that UNLV was giving them. As Fresno just really took advantage of that and they really scored. You know, they didn't even score only on fast break points, but they had a rebound. Rebounds is what changed this game, as they lead in rebounds versus UNLV, and UNLV just giving up second chance shots and way too much, and it's just not helping the Running Rebels at all. And they need to really clean that up and clean their game up if they want to win their first game of conference.
I'd better hit that one for 2. Let's see if the Running Rebels can respond here.
Yeah, the Running Rebels definitely got to make something work, little shake and bake or something. Something needs to happen for these Running Rebels right now, and it has to be done quick before Fresno really takes advantage of it.
Can't hit there, and the Rebels cannot hit. I mean, Fresno State's really got them on the ropes here, 43 to 39, up 20, or they were up 20. Can't hit that one. Here is a good example. Jacob Narby just yelled wolf to Tyron Jones.
Yep.
So it's the It's the communication aspect of it that I think they were missing in the first half.
Yeah, well, I really want to point out how Bernarby's being a leader. He's playing as a leader right now and playing as a leader for this team, and it's really helped change the game. And he's really being that one player that could really help the youngin, like Tyron Jones.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Tyron Jones he doesn't need much help, but I mean, Jacob Bernarby has absolutely stepped up for this team, and I just love it.
Yeah, of course. The length from Tyron Jones, though. Speaking of Tyron, the length he has is he's just so lengthy, He's just so, he's
so lengthy.
Yeah, it's like I don't even know, I didn't even know, it's slinky or something.
The fight for the rebound, and Dre comes up with it.
Isaac was in that fight. Oh! That's the momentum. That might be the spark.
Put the energy back in this building.
That might be the spark they needed. All I'm hearing is defensive chants now. We need to stop right now. Make it happen, Isaac.
Tighten the screws and lock the house. We need to lock down Typewriter for 3. Can't hit. Bernarby with the rebound.
That's the stop the Running Rebels needed. They needed that stop right there. They needed it quick, and that worked beautifully and perfect.
Let's see. Come on in, Hamilton, working in that left short corner. Out to Williamson. Williamson moving to his right. Now with the left elbow. Now working back to his right. They have 4 seconds. Barbie, 3. Yes!
Foot was on the line. I wish it was not, It's just so strong. But that's what they need.
Misses it. They need that guy to go cold. Longhorn, down the lane.
This is the basketball that the Running Rebels needed. 8-0 run right now in the last minute 45. This is what we needed. This is that spark, the stops, everything, just the spark that the Running Rebels needed. But we can't get too overhyped right now because we did that last time. We had the spark, we had the hype, we let it go. Fresno is too chill right now for us to even say anything, say too much.
Vegas are shining down on the Thomas and Nat Cardwood. Runnin Rebel basketball is underway, 47-43 here in the half.
8-0 run currently.
Gets that one, stops the run.
You know, the Running Rebels just need to not let Fresno get too comfortable. You know, you can't let them calm down at all, because when Fresno gets too chill, that's whenever they went on their run last time. Running Rebels can't let that happen again.
Tyron Jones, spin move, low block, Lawhorn, left corner.
Oh! Hey, I want to emphasize how Tyron Jones did a bounce pass to the corner. You don't see that. Usually you see a skip or an overhead or a chest pass, but the bounce pass is what changed that game. And was that Isaac Wilson?
Isaac Williamson with the chest out block.
To the 9th row in the stands.
Hey, I think because I think we stood up. We stood up. We're getting the energy.
Oh! Sorry, they just replayed it and I just said whoa because I missed it. I was talking to you, but that was beautiful. And yeah, I don't know. That was.
Lots of words. Me too. Let's go to break here so we can regain our thoughts. Timeout.
Let's do it.
Coming off the chase down block from Isaac Williamson, what are you seeing defensively from the Rebels?
I'm seeing that they came out of the halftime break, they relaxed, and they said, we need to get defensive stops to win this game because defense wins championships. They need to get the defensive stops, and, you know, it's working, and they're actually using that, and it's really being effective.
Fresno moving the ball around. Top of the key three. Not going to go. And I believe Bernardi is going to be called for the offensive foul, or the defensive foul, excuse me. It's his second personal, first team foul. And here we go, Emmanuel Steffens coming back in. 3 fouls in 4 minutes. He was taken out around the 8-minute mark. And so, let's see it.
Well, Perner, like you mentioned, though, you said earlier that Coach Pastner has said that he's not going to save anybody. If this is the guy that could give him this win, why not put him in? Why are you going to make him sit on the bench to chill down and not stay hot and do all this and that? It's just not going to work. Put him in, let him play. If he fouls out, then the team has to step up.
Yeah, couldn't have said it better myself, if I'm going to be honest. Bulldogs moving the ball around. Trying to get a man up in the air. Corner 3 for Fresno State. Not going to go.
That's definitely hit the top of the backboard.
I was gory on that one. Could not hit. Jones just with the errant pass, and now he's got to get back on defense. Tries to pick his pocket. Going. And Tyler Jones just with the effort, not effortless play, but he's so much effort. Williamson, corner 3. Not going to go. And that big pit of Kamani Hamilton could not knock the ball back enough.
Yeah, this is when the Rebels really need to relax. You're winning by 5. About 14 and a half minutes left. You just need to calm down and relax.
And Emmanuel Steffens going to be called for his 4th foul. And he's going to come out with a short span of Emmanuel Steffens.
Yeah,
One more foul until he fouls out.
Yeah, he has more fouls than minutes.
Yeah. That's not exactly what you want to see from your starting setter.
No, that's not a positive thing, and that's definitely going to be an issue. Definitely something that Coach Pastner will have to clean up and talk to him about.
It's been a problem all game
Exactly.
as Bernardi stuffs that one, and here come the Rebels. But it's been
what a move!
It's been a problem all game, and here we go with these turnovers. Take your time. Kamani Hamilton. And one. This is what I'm talking about. Rebels of the last half would have just gone for 8 minutes without scoring.
Yeah.
The Rebels of this half need to be patient. They need to be wise. Kamani Hamilton does a great job right there. And getting that too.
Well, exactly, and also because I really like how he made that extra pass. You know, whenever Bernardi got it at the half court line, he made that extra pass to Kamani Hamilton. Kamani Hamilton could have passed it, but he saw the lane. Biggest guy, why give it down low when you have the lane and you know you're going to get fouled? That was beautiful, like you said. He really executed that play. That was good.
This play is going to go under review, so we will be back after these messages.
Oh, flagrant.
From review, the ruling on the board stands as a common foul, so Kamani Hamilton will be shooting one shot to try to push this lead.
Yeah, this definitely these free throws matter the most. You know, this is when free throws really matter. The end of the game, and he just missed, but this is when free throws are the most important. End of the game, you got to knock down your free throws.
13-2 run for the Rebels, but this is where we saw them fall apart right here. So, I mean, if they score in this possession, I feel like that's a telltale sign of where we're at as a team.
Yeah, 100%. They got to just relax, though, you know. You got 19 seconds on the shot clock. Use all of it. Use all the 19 seconds. You don't need to use 5 of the 19. Use them all unless it's wide open.
Williamson moving in the post off the glass. Missed that one.
And that's exactly what they did. Oh!
Williamson diving for the ball. Jump ball, but Pastor loves that. His favorite thing in the world is diving for the ball.
Yeah, well, like I said earlier, I said Isaac has the heart. He has the heart. He's not the biggest guy on the court, but he has heart. He plays with heart and intensity, and he just dove on the floor for that ball, and he wants it. He wants it more than the player he's going against, and that's what players are. That's what players need. That's what you want, and that's what you look for when you're a coach.
I mean, exactly. This kid's only a freshman. He didn't expect to play this early, but you know, with injuries in the locker room, he's been thrust into this role, and I think he shined, if you're asking me, given his circumstances.
No, I think he's took on this role really good.
Jones now in the left corner. Barnaby working in the post, trying to get him in, gets tipped. Fresno State with the defensive stop.
Yeah, Fresno just, you know, he has to just not let Fresno get comfortable or relax.
3, yes!
Douglas for 3?
David Douglas, you are right, partner. Douglas with a 3 to put Fresno State within 4. Now Williamson in the short corner, working on those post moves that are so patented. Gives Longhorn, gets a man up in the air, left block, spinning around. Tyron Jones with 5.
Partner, I don't think he was set there.
No, he was not. I mean, Tyron Jones will pick up that one. 13 foul early in this game compared to Fresno's 1.
Yeah, you know, fouls is what'll hurt this team. You know, Tyron Jones now has 3, which is not positive. You know, it's somewhat late in the game, but 3 is still just too much.
And Eisbrenner with the little, where's the foul there? I mean, Drake gives Longhorn down there in the low block. Those two are having some battles this game. Jones to Hamilton. Hamilton, Longhorn, corner, not gonna go.
Longhorn's shot is just not falling right now. You know, I don't know what it is, but it's just not falling. Like, in the first half, it was falling, going in, but now it's just not falling. But I have faith in him. He's been that player for this team the whole year. So, if one shot doesn't fall, that doesn't mean all of them aren't going to fall. You know what I mean?
Well, that is Bernardi's 3rd, so Kamani has 3. Bernardi has 3. Emmanuel Stephan has 4. I believe Tyron Jones also has 3. And so the foul trouble here, like right there, normally you would see Tyron Jones try to contest that, but he's kind of playing conservative, and that's just not what you want. Trying to get the jelly layup there, and Fresno State has a chance to take the lead. Not gonna go, so here we go. Drake gives Longhorn the lob. Tyron Jones can't connect. And we're going to go to a timeout. Both teams struggling to find a basket. What does UNLV need to do to finish this game out?
They need to run the clock. You know, they need to relax, but play the game smart. They need to be smart here. Think about it. You have 4 of your best players in not super foul trouble. One of them is in deep foul trouble. You have 4 of them, though, that are in somewhat foul trouble with 3. You don't want to give them that one because that'll change the tempo of this game. because that'll give Fresno the confidence to just they're gonna what's the word I'm looking for? They're gonna attack the players with 4 fouls versus the player with 2 fouls. You know what I mean? So UNLV has to be smart here with what they do and how they play.
Catch all of that and more when we come back. Fresno State versus UNLV, tied ball game. UNLV was up 20 in the first half. Fresno State went on a run, and UNLV didn't score for 8 minutes. So this ball game has been very close, and a first game in Mount West play. So
yeah, you know, the second half is just reminding me back of the first half. Again, same problems, same issues. This is just can't keep happening.
Just about to say, Emmanuel Steffen, great job at not fouling. But then, Hamilton, I thought it was going to be on Tyler Jones. And so Kamani Hamilton will get called for that foul. Not on the floor. And that is going to be his only first foul.
That's good. That's good. You know, Kamani Hamilton's usually an issue with fouls as well. So for him only to have one, it's less of it's a more relief for me as a fan and as somebody that loves UNLV basketball.
Absolutely. Highspreader. They're working it around the rim. Not gonna go, but the rebound. It's just the second chance rebounds. Nobody's boxing out. And so 56-54 Fresno State lead, and when that happens, it's just like, is somebody going to box out? Okay, no, then we'll just kill you with second chance points.
Yeah, second and third chance shots is what will ruin this game and ruin the UNLV.
Williamson, corner three, doesn't hit. Now here come the Bulldogs. Highspreader working on Lawhorn. Lawhorn gets around the screen. Highspreader working to his right. Now down to the post. Hamilton has to play smart. He has 4 fouls. The hook doesn't go for the Bulldogs, but they get it back.
Yeah, this game.
Straight away. Not gonna go. And here comes Hamilton.
Yeah, this game is just not looking the smartest for the Running Rebels, you know. I don't know what it is, but they just have their spurts, then they have their droughts. Their spurts, then their droughts. Spurts, droughts. But their droughts are longer than their spurts. Their droughts are about 5-6 minutes. Their spurts are for about 2 minutes. That's not how the game works. It's not gonna work like that. It's not. You're not gonna win a game like that.
Yeah. I mean, and that's how most teams are, but their droughts aren't as bad. They don't go on 8-minute runs where they don't score 1 point. They may go 2 minutes, they may go 3 minutes, sometimes even 4 if the defense is really good. And so when you go 8 minutes, you just, I mean, you're going to beat yourself. And then when you foul on top of that, no wonder you're losing.
Exactly. Fouls, and fouls is what hurting this team is as well, because we had to take out a big part of this team, Emmanuel Stephan, in the first half when he got 3 fouls. We had to take him out, and he's a key factor for this squad.
I mean, yeah, you saw it in the Stanford game. He dropped 18 points. I think he had a double-double in that game, and another errant pass, but UNLV luckily recovers.
You know, they need that, as the fans are now awake. If they were asleep, they're more awake now. Now Running Rebels need to get a stop. They need a defensive stop.
Absolutely. Stephan has to play smart. Has 4 fouls. The lob over Stephan, and it goes. And here comes Lawhorn. Lawhorn working it to Kamani Hamilton. Hamilton to Fleming. Fleming now at the logo to Stephan on the right wing. Jab step. Gets it to Hamilton. Hamilton left wing 3. Yes! Hamilton.
Beautiful shot for Kamani Hamilton. You know, he had it open. Why not take the shot? That's a beautiful shot, and that was well executed, as well as they waited for the play to develop and they waited for the play to go.
Now they need a stop, and Kamani Hamilton's going to be called on a second foul, and so everyone's in foul trouble here. 16 fouls, 2 more until the bonus. You're at 8:38. What's your game plan if you're in the huddle commending your UNLV Running Rebels?
Yeah, you know, I'm telling them to play aggressive, of course, because once you slow down the aggressive, once you stop being aggressive is whenever you let Fresno win. Basically, you gave Fresno the game when you stopped being aggressive. So tell them to still be aggressive, but don't be hand aggressive. Talk, be loud, get in their heads, but don't let your hands do the talking. Let your game play.
Better gets it off to, I believe that was Jaquez with a little hook. I mean, that's his shot. He's been hitting that all game, and so we should be a play smart here. Jones to Hamilton at the top. Hamilton just doesn't want the ball. Gets it to Jones. Back to Hamilton. Left wing 3.
Oh!
In and out. Just an unfortunate.
Yeah. That's not a play that should have went in.
Kamani Hamilton all alone. The dunk and the slam. Kamani Hamilton.
But
bringing this crowd alive.
yeah, but I want to talk about oh wow, I'm in thought. But I want to like how Fresno is still staying calm though. The Rebels need to take advantage of that.
It's the dunk show here in Vegas.
That's Running Rebel basketball. But there's still a lot of time. Only up by 1. But we have a little bit of a spark, little bit of momentum. Keep it. Let it build up play by play by play.
Speaking of play, we'll be back with more plays after this break when we go to timeout. Stay tuned. Welcome back inside the Thomason Mac. Jeremiah Sterling joined by me, Whitaker Lonis. Rebels are on a run here. 63-62 conference play. Highrider 3 can't hit. Here come the Runnin Rebels. Fleming to the rack. Not gonna go. It'll be Fresno State ball.
That was a little too rushed for me.
Jones alone with Hamilton, and he slips. Come on, he was all alone, and he slipped.
I hope he's okay. He kind of took a hard fall. Still running Rebel basketball, but hopefully he's fine.
Hopefully Kamani Hamilton is okay. But that was just a great effort by him. Oh, may have collided with another player. And they definitely need him tonight.
Yeah.
13 points, and he's 2 for 3 from the free throw line. And guess who's leading the team in rebounds? None other than Drake Lawhorn, 7 rebounds, the guard getting it done.
I would not have said that. I'm not going to lie. I would have said Tyron Jones.
Oh, yeah.
But I guess Tyron Jones just has a couple blocks.
Yeah.
You know.
He affects the game in another way. Step in to Jones.
That was beautiful ball movement. They passed the ball about 5 times. That's beautiful ball movement. Give it to make that extra pass, the easy pass. Make the game simple. Don't make it hard. Don't make dumb passes. Just make the game simple and play just your game. Play ball.
The Thomason Mac coming alive. Fresno State trying to get a bucket. Rattles in barely. And this is a game, ladies and gentlemen, 65-64. UNLV leads with just under 6 minutes left to go. Gibbs working to his right, takes the screen, picks his pocket, gets it back. Hamilton shrinking in the rack, not gonna go, but he will go to the line, 2 for 3.
You know, I really want to emphasize and say how great Hamilton is as a player. When he gets it outside on the perimeter, he really goes to the rim. He really likes to attack that rim, go to the free throw line, and that's just beautiful to see and beautiful to watch. And it's just amazing to have him as a player.
Hamilton making that one. Kamani Hamilton, the High Point transfer. I mean, he was a beast there, and he's turning into a beast here.
Oh, he's been a beast everywhere he goes. He's a beast in the paint, but he's also a leader for these guys. You know, I've heard that he's just so helpful.
That will make Kamani Hamilton. He has 15 points, so I believe this is one of his highest scoring games, and they really need those points right now, up 3.
Yeah, they really do. They need his role. He's a great role player, but I also just like this squad that Coach Pastner has had in, and he hasn't made any switches in a while.
Long range 3. The Bulldogs can hit 7 with a mean rebound.
Yeah, I think the Running Rebels are not finding themselves, but they're playing more like how they should be.
Lawhorn just loses it, and it will retain in the Rebels' possession. Jones has 16 points. Gibbs Lawhorn has 23. Kamani Hamilton has 15. What does it say about this team that they're all coming together to make this game a game, really?
Well, yeah, of course, but also Fresno's side. You know, how to Ryder, he has 17. Jack West has 16. Both teams are going back and forth and have high scores, but the Running Rebels are they're more diverse and more spread out.
Hey, the crowd is going crazy here. Speaking of presence, Emmanuel Second gets the second chance rebound, gets it to Gibbs Lawhorn, and boy, oh boy, that man is a killer from the 3.
Bang, bang, bang.
On the other end, Stephen forces the Bulldogs to throw the ball out of bounds. Oh my gosh, did this team miss him?
Yeah, this is just good basketball right now. This is good team basketball because also they're making those extra passes like I keep saying, but you can just see, look at their communication. They're pointing at where they want their players to go, and they're playing how it works.
Hamilton, flying, left wing, not gonna go.
Look, he might have missed that shot, but like I was saying, how they're pointing, Hamilton pointed for Fleming to go to that wing. The left wing, he pointed, he saw it was wide open, made that skip pass. He missed, unfortunately, but it's still a good pass. It's still good team movement.
Let's see what they can do here. Just over 4 minutes to go. 4:02 on the clock. Hyper looking. The floater goes off the rim. It'll be Bulldogs ball.
That's good defense.
Hamilton's telling Pastor to review it. And Pastor looks fired up here. And I believe this is probably going to review. Pastor's talking to the ref right now. The lights just went off, so we're in the dark here in the booth.
Yeah, 100%. They're showing a quick little hype video. They want to get the fans started back up because there is 4 minutes, a little under 4 minutes left in this game. And it's a close game, 64 to 70 points. The Running Rebels are up by 6, but they're showing this hype video so that the fans could get up. I'm seeing red all around with the little lights. It is going to get electric in here.
I mean, it's been electric all day from the Lady Rebels game. That was electric to now. This is obviously the most fans we've ever seen in Thomas Mack in our short careers here at
Yep.
UNLV. But as you said, 4 minutes left to go. 6-point lead. What's going to be key for UNLV to make with a win in their first conference game?
Well, I'll tell you what I think and what I believe after watching. You know, they need to avoid fouling, of course. And, you know, Fresno's going to try to take advantage of that. Fresno's going to be like, oh, let's foul here, foul here, foul here. Because Fresno is like, oh, we can attack this guy, attack that guy. Get him out the game so they have to put a sub in. But what the Running Rebels need to do is whenever they get fouled on the opposite side, when they go to the free throw line after they are aggressive going to the rim, when they score, they need to knock their free throws down. This is whenever free throws most importantly count. This is when I believe this is when free throws are when matter the most.
That's why we love today's 70s to 64. If you just joined us, this game has been a real fight for both sides. At first, UNLV started out 20-point lead. Fresno State went all the way back to get a hockey-type lead. Then UNLV comes back with renewed focus. 4 minutes. Emmanuel Stephen's playing with 4 fouls, 1 more, and he's out. He needs to be very disciplined here right now.
I like that word I use, discipline, because that's a big word, and that's a word that really could affect this game. Because discipline is what wins this game. Discipline and being smart.
Bulldogs now in the post. Fox working on Stephen. Stephen needs to be careful with those hands. Playing aggressive. Not gonna go, but Stephen's gonna be fouled out.
You know, I kind of agree with that call here, but I think he got him in the body.
Like we said, he needs to be disciplined. I said it. He just tries to go for the block there, and I don't know if that's a foul. I mean, Pastor didn't challenge the last one. He still has one left. Do you try to challenge to keep your star center in the game?
Honestly, you know, I love the Running Rebels. You know, I'm rooting for them. But that one, he got him in the body. They played the replay, and you could just see he got him in the body whenever he went up. His hands were straight up, but he leaned with that hip. When you lean with that hip, it changes the game. They gotta call it fair, because we want that same call later in the game whenever it's super close. Now, Jacob Bernarby needs to step up, play his role. Emmanuel Stephen might not be in the game, but Bernarby needs to step up And they need to come out and be aggressive just as if Kamani Hamilton or Emmanuel Stephan was in the game. Thank you.
That's a huge foul for them. As we saw, as Emmanuel Stephan, they did not score for 8 minutes without him last time. Bernardi needs to be more than what he has been. And now that Fresno State's in the bonus, as UNLV has 7 fouls, this is going to be time to lock in. 70-66. It's action here at the MAC.
Yeah, this game is just electric.
Jones in the post to Hamilton.
Oh, look at Emmanuel Stephan showing the energy from the bench. But Kamani Hamilton, bang. But the pass from Tyron Jones would set that play up. But I like how Kamani Hamilton went up strong, powerfully, and he brought more momentum to the MAC. That's what the Running Rebels need right now. Knock these down, help the game extend the lead. You know what I mean?
Yes. Hamilton with a clutch and one. Extends this Rebel lead to 7.
Yeah, that's a beautiful dunk there. You know, Kamani Hamilton has had a lot of beautiful dunks all season long.
Collins working in. That's easy as pie. 73-68 here. Just over 3 minutes to go. Fleming working on the left wing. Gets it to Hamilton. Just had the poster dunk. Can he do another?
Yeah, the energy in here is loud, though. I could hear it, you know. It could be a little louder, but it's just so loud, and it's honestly great. Having a lot of fans at a Running Rebel game is just electric.
Jones with a little fadeaway pull-up there, and that little Euro step into a little harder shot, but I want you to pay attention to Josh Pastor's stance. He has his hands on his knees, basically on the court, telling his team what to do. He's passionate about this one.
You know, that was a communication issue. Pick and roll. Communicate if we're switching or if we're jumping that. But that's part of the game. That happens to probably everybody at least once in their career. Running Rebels need to just stay on that, get on that, and go score a bucket now.
Gibbs Loudhorn surveying the defense, taking the screen. Loudhorn double to Fleming. Fleming behind the back, in the post. And Fresno State gets called for the foul. On the floor, 1:58 left. 5 points. It's all that decided this game.
Oh, he's fouled out too. Jaquez is fouled out, and Jaquez has 18 points for the Fresno Bulldogs.
Jaquez literally has 18 points, and he just fouled out. They're going to have to put in someone that's less experienced. So UNLV definitely has the advantage now.
Well, I want to say like how crazy it is that both teams' #1 centers are fouled out now. That changes this game from 360 to 180. That's a full flip. This game has just transformed due to both centers being out. UNLV needs to take advantage though.
Tyron Jones on the right wing gets it to Hamilton. He's staring at the right elbow. Turn around.
That's a bucket for Kamani Hamilton. 20 points. What a good game for him. He's been a killer on the offensive side, the defensive side, transition side, all aspects of the game. He has killed it.
And the pass goes to the Rebels. It's a 3-on-2. Fleming just tries to force one up. And guess what? Both teams are in the bonus now. The little behind the back hook pass. Whatever works, whatever gets the foul.
Well, I mean, you know, Fleming Jr., you know, he saw the lane. Why would you not attack? That's one of those plays where whenever you're in transition, fast break, that's one of those either you pull it out or you just go to the lane. I like how he drove to the lane because he knows they're in bonus. You're either going to get fouled or trust that your teammate, Kamani Hamilton, is there because he's following. Kamani Hamilton was behind him. He saw that. He knows Kamani Hamilton will either get the rebound or you're going to get fouled.
There's currently a delay of game right now. I believe there's a little smoke in the air. Is that what all this fuss is about, or is it something I'm not seeing, partner?
Honestly, I don't know what happened. I think there was a little bit of smoke, but I don't think that it affected the game. It's all on that side. The game's on the back end of the smoke. You know, the smoke cleared up in a minute after they blew the whistle. I don't know what that delay of game was, but I guess we have to wait. Like I'm speechless.
Your guess is as good as mine as Fleming hits that one from the line, making this an 8-point game. Here he is again from 15 feet. Whirls in, or goes around, and they're up by 9. 1:25 left to go.
Yeah, this is what the Running Rebels needed. This is that momentum. This is that spark that they needed, and they're using it.
Can't hit. He just came into the game.
Oh, the energy in here is electric! Drake is long on. Howie Fleming Jr. running into each other after you get that foul call, and the energy is just high. The energy is up. It's beautiful.
Tyron Jones with another 18-point game. This kid is crazy. True freshman coming in as probably one of he started on the floor today. True freshman, 6'9". I think he's probably younger than you and I. Maybe he's your age. 18 years old.
Well,
for 18 points.
Well, I want to emphasize 18 points, but he hasn't missed. 7 for 7 from field goal, 4 for 4 from the free throw line. He hasn't missed. That's a beautiful game if you were to ask me. 100% on the court, 18 points, and 4 blocks. What can you ask for in a freshman? What else can you ask for in a freshman? I feel like Tyron Jones needs to be in the rankings for freshmen. For freshman of the year, he needs to be in the Mountain West Conference freshman of the year. Oh! Looks like...
I don't know what's going on here, but I believe... I don't know what's going on here, but I remember Tyron Jones getting the ball with about 57 seconds, and there's a massive debacle on the court. The Fresno
Yep, Fresno State's head coach gets a technical foul!
Technical foul. He was on the court just jumping, flailing his arms around.
On the court, he was at the free throw line. He wasn't just on the court. He was literally on the free throw line. That's not what you do as a coach. That's not professional. He needed to relax. But hey, that's good for the Running Rebels. That gives them momentum. That's good. The Running Rebels are feeling good with less than a minute left in this game.
Howie Fleming at the line to try to make this a 12-point game. But going back to Tyron Jones, he's had a great game. What's even crazier is that he's probably had the 4th best game today.
Yeah.
Is Kamani Hamilton has had 20 points. He's 5 for 6 from the line, 2 rebounds, and then Drake is probably going to be our player of the game. 26 points. He's 6 for 10 from 3 with 7 rebounds.
Yeah.
It's not even counting Emmanuel Stephen's contribution.
Yeah, that's true. This game has just been electric. This game has just been it's been a good, honestly, it's a good opener. For Mountain West Conference play, this is a great opening game. But the Running Rebels, in order to beat some better teams in the Mountain West, you know, there's going to be better competition, better games. What they have to do is they need to clean up on the small mistakes they've had. Taking advantage of their run, not fouling when they don't need to. Silly and stupid fouls is what really hurts you and ruins you as a player and as a team. But also just calming down whenever they have when you have the lead and you have the momentum, calm down and relax. You don't need to keep the momentum. You don't have to keep your foot on the gas at all times. Sometimes you need to hit the brakes slow.
Well, speaking of slow, we're going to go slowly back on the action here. Both teams took a timeout, but we're slowly ramping up into what could be UNLV's first Mountain West game, or it is their first Mountain West game, but Mountain West win against a conference opponent, excuse me. 82-70. 57 seconds left. Both teams are in the bonus. The crowd's been electric all day. I mean, you're talking about, I've seen people in upper sections I've never even seen filled before. I'm excited for next game. But what can you say about this crowd tonight?
This crowd here is just amazing.
This crowd here is Runnin Rebel basketball. This is the crowd that Coach Passman has said that he wanted to bring out and he wanted to come since preseason. He's been asking for this crowd for way too long. Oh my God, wait! There's fans without their shirts on!
What?
Screaming there, waving their shirts. This is great basketball. Oh, but this is great basketball.
Okay, I think you were muted, so just say whatever you just said again. I'm sorry.
There's fans with their shirts on. I don't know.
I think you hit it again, partner. Wait, maybe?
No.
There we go.
Okay.
There we go. I'm sorry. I admit it. I messed up. Sorry. But there's fans in here without their shirts on, waving their shirts. The energy in here is electric. This game has been amazing. This is great Runnin Rebel basketball.
Detroit gets Longhorn, hits that one. And like you said, this game has been amazing. I feel like something has been in the air tonight for Las Vegas basketball. Lady Rebels get a dominant win. And right here, the Runnin Rebels, 14 points, 37 seconds left. Let's see what their outcome will be.
Yeah, the Lady Rebels had a dominant win. Running Rebels looking for a win. Both teams are looking at going to Mountain West play strong. Well, this is Mountain West Conference play, but they're just playing strong in conference play. And it's crazy because both coaches emphasize how strong conference play really means. This is what conference play really is about, and this is what conference play really matters. This is all it is.
Yeah, I mean, he's put so much emphasis on it already. I mean, Coach Josh Pastner, to take a team who, like their highlight of the last 5 years has been going to the NIT. So, to take a team like this, and you have, I'm talking about, I think there's, what, 11 new players, 13 new players?
Yep.
You have one returning player in Jacob Bernardi, and that has been the spark they needed. It's been the leadership they needed. He's carved out plays for freshmen like Tyron Jones.
Yep.
He's communicated with Drake against Longhorn. That is just the leadership you wanted, and for Josh to achieve that already, these guys are already meshing, and I'm so excited to see what they can do against powerhouses like San Diego State, Utah State, and Grand Canyon.
No, this is just a great game. Look at the crowd here. I mean, listen to the crowd here, partner. You know, they're loud. You know, no more shots will be made, but just the crowd here is electric. The game in here is electric. This is just beautiful. This is Runnin Rebel basketball that I've been looking forward to. Pretty sure you've been looking forward to. I know all the fans here have been looking forward to. I know we're all just excited to say we're going into conference. We're winning 1-0 and 1-0 in the conference, but just winning the first game conference at home just is a spark that we need.
Well, you know, Runnin Rebels win the game 84 to Fresno State 72. Thank you so much for joining us today. Runnin Rebels podcast. I'm Runnin Rebels show by my partner, Jeremiah, signing out from Unlv.